Hey, I'm with my buddy Russell Stevens, and we're going to do a shop tour of all the manufacturing of MSD stuff, and it's all made here in the United States. One of the biggest, best quality companies in the SEMA automotive aftermarket. Let's go check it out. What do you think, Russell? Show us.
Let's go. So we do everything here from packaging, catalogs, our SEMA booth, posters, t-shirt designs. We do everything except the printing process in-house. Every person in here is some type of gearhead, off-road guy. Got the cars out there. Ray's got a Mustang and a Bronco, and Rob's got a couple new cars he's got. So everybody, a lot of enthusiasts work here, and that makes, that's why we can do some of the stuff that we can do. So just all sorts of everything except the printing process is done out of here. We've got digital engineers that work just on software design. We have mechanical engineering. We have our own mold making ability and designing over here. We have an engineering services group over here that once the engineers design the product, they think they're done with it, but we've got to actually manufacture it. So the engineering services makes it so it's a manufacturable part. They do the bills of materials, the bills of manufacture, the costing. You think about one MSD box, there's hundreds of components in it. There's a cardboard box, there's labels, there's decals, there's parts bags. All that stuff has to be documented, has to be put into the system. And that's how we order, through that system is how we order the components in our MRP system. Some electronic components that have a lead time up to 12 months. And then you have the other item that's only 1 week. So when you start cutting jobs to build 6ALs, all that has to go taken into consideration, and we're ordering parts 12 months in advance. So we have sophisticated forecasting models that go in the system. We have a person whose sole job is to monitor our sales forecast and be updating that, because that orders all these components in. But in the R&D group, each of our guys here has their own specific lab. They have mechanical labs here. We have the software lab. This is Herbert Burgess, probably the foremost authority on ignitions in the world. When did you start, Herbert? 78?
34 years, right?
34 years. And Herbert's been responsible for a lot of the very, very key designs out of the MSD things. The MSD 7AL series, the 6 series units, all those have come out of Herbert's lab. So this is what we do here. A lot of technology and a lot of racing has been changed by the people in this room right here. Superflow 902 dyno. We've got an LS motor on it right now. When we built this, our contractors built the concrete walls, and MSD people did every bit of the rest of this, the wiring, the plumbing, the electrical, the beams. We did everything. We put the remote activated fans in, the exhaust in. Where you're standing right there is hollow all the way down to the end of the building. There's a gigantic fan out here that blows, and it'll push all that air out. And we run this thing, it gets hot here. You can open up the remote fans, turn that big one on. It'll exchange the air in here in just seconds.
So how many dynos do you have?
There's four engine dynos and then a 1,000 horse chassis dyno in the next room. So, but this is our primary dyno. They're fed by a 1,100 gallon water tank up on top. So this is where we do our development. We've got our ignitions, our distributors. We test our stuff, whether the method fuel injections, carburetors, everything. This is the LS motor. It's got a carburetor on it, and we make the electronics that drive all the individual ignition coils, which is a great street rod. That's a great street rod application. You can get your LS motor. So everything comes in there. We've got finished goods over in the corner. We've got our raw material inventory over here. And then these are the manufacturing cells that you see throughout the plant. And as they cut jobs that, okay, we're going to build the distributors or we're going to build the plug wires, they cut jobs for that specific part number. They draw the raw materials from the warehouse. They come out, they're built. We've got a little train that goes around, picks them up, and after completed, and they take them back to finished goods, and it goes out. So we'll go back through this area. It'll show you the plant is shut down today. This is our physical inventory, and so they're counting today. We build our own pickups for the crank triggers. Those are all built in-house here. We do everything internally here.
All the toys are also built in that area?
Yeah, all your wiring harnesses for that either are attached to the unit or put in the box, that's all built over here. Then we come over here, and this is where we start manufacturing electronics. They take those harnesses, they attach them to units. We have through-hole manufacturing, which is where we take the component, it goes through the printed circuit board, they solder it on the back side, and then it becomes a unit. Then towards the end of the tour, I'm going to show you our surface mount lines. We're actually doing surface mount where the component's on the top of the printed circuit board. It's all done automated. So we'll come through here. We'll show you a little bit of the line. Yeah,
so you do primarily the complete manufacture of the short run stuff here, and the bigger run stuff you bring components in.
No, we manufacture almost everything here. On the distributors, we bring in the billet CNC machine. Now we just can't build enough of them here. So they bring those in, but all those cells over here are distributor manufacturing. We have spark plug wire manufacturing. We have electronics manufacturing. We have surface mount manufacturing. We have distributor shaft manufacturing over there. The Focus Factory is basically our thing on the Focus Factory. If it fails and it's going to be on TV, it's built over there. So they have different levels of scrutiny, different levels of testing, different levels of quotas for output. We've got high-level people over there, very experienced people that are over there. So we build our mags over there, our NASCAR ignitions over there, our NASCAR distributors, and they get a different level of scrutiny. They're called slide lines, and I wish people were working today. It's easier to show it, but you have they start on one end, and there'll be 3 or 4 girls sitting there together, and they'll start and they'll put their components in. They slide it down on the next one. They put their components in down the line. When they get done with it, short run stuff is hand soldered still, and large volume stuff goes through this machine right here. This is a wave solder machine, and there's a little bath of solder, liquid molten solder. It's perfectly level, and that printed circuit board just comes across and just kisses that solder, and it solders it all. So there's no cold solder joints, there's no missed solder joints. It's all done. Is this? It's a through hole. Yeah, that's a through hole. This is I'll pass this around. This is a through hole product, and I'm not sure which one this is.
Can you hold that up for the camera?
Some kind of a boost module.
Yeah, and this has capacitors, it has diodes, transistors, everything's stuck on top of it. You can see the size of the components, and then they're soldered on the back. This is wave soldered. You can tell from the thing. This actually has a boost sensor on it, so Joe's right. It's probably one of the boost control modules, so it can sense pressure.
Or the quality work out of the employees. First machines, then or machines, men and women.
I don't know. Men and women build a lot of parts and do a very good job.
So machines are pretty good too, but the women are better than the men.
No, you know what? I don't know why, but it has traditionally been always. You go in any plant, and women traditionally do the through hole, the tedious through hole.
So they are
work.
better than men.
They're more patient.
I think they're more patient.
More dexterity.
Right.
Yeah,
They have more
Smarter. This is a small room right here, but this room has changed racing. And this is where all of our Pro Mags are built. This is where when they come in, they get serviced. They're serviced by this team. They're built by this team. Every sprint car, every major sprint car guy out there, Steve Kinzer, Sammy Swindell, Danny Lasowski, Donnie Schatz, they all run our sprint mag. Every top fuel car and every funny car is mandated to run our Pro Mag, our 44 amp Pro Mag. So this is Alex here. Alex going to give us a little demonstration. Alex is the only one working today. We're thankful for
Are
it.
these demos still available? At one time I knew they were everywhere.
What's that?
Those MSD demonstrators.
You guys used to see the regular spark and the regular ignition. You guys are familiar with that around the points distributor stuff, and then you're familiar probably with the 6L, right? Just to give you an idea. Catch up this bar, this is a hotter spark, and stuff like that. With that idea in thought, with a mag, it's self-made power. It's a generator. It's all it is.
Yeah.
But I'm going to show you the difference on the mag and see what it does when it jumps in arc. Have you ever seen a spark?
So it's one of the old persuaders.
You'll see one here. Let's check it out. You guys want to move over? You can see it.
send my Magneto for my 1909 Lozier to you.
There you go. Regular spark on the car, you start breaking it up and you open it up. With a 6L, of course, what you have added, basically amplifying the spark that you have. That's where you do multiple sparks. And it'll just jump the spark. Of course, it's just what you see on the spark plug, you're going to see, that, but you can see it just burns it, burns the fuel better, starts up better. It's a multiple spark.
Plastic in. This is the plastic, and it dries it in that thing.
The base for a distributor.
Heats it up, squirts it.
So every one of these makes.
I'll pick up the mold.
Yeah.
See the mold, right?
That's what it takes to pick these up.
That's the mold.
You can't move these guys around.
Injection pins on there. This thing
They weigh a lot. Heavy tubes. A lot of times it's thrown on to us. Ford came out with these new cylinder heads for the Pro Stockers. Nobody makes a spark plug wire that fits into that hole. So we got to design something for a very limited market. There's probably 20 of those cars. But we'll do it for them simply because that's what we do. So, I mean, in most other business cases, they'd say absolutely no way. We kind of, at that point, we turned around and go, it's a necessity. We need to make it. It's a marketing site.